Today's the 21st.
21st.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Beal Team Health Games. Today's April 21st, 2015. And so far we have Gladys and we have Peggy and David and Claudia.
Here we go.
With possibly others to join us.
So, yep, this week we thought we would talk to you about the healthy mind. And do you guys take time to meditate or have some quiet time each day? How do you do it? Because let's see, what do they call it on the games? Did I
they call it, is it the stress?
Stress relief or whatever. What do you do for it?
For myself, there's a few things I do. I live by myself, so I have lots of quiet time.
That's right.
But like one way I wind down before I go to work, before I go to sleep is shush. I just do a little light reading. It doesn't have to be, I try not to do anything like really heavy duty reading, but some nice light reading, and that kind of clears my mind. And then other times I sit and I do kind of meditation, but not real, not the whole yoga kind of meditation, but I just try to relax and clear my mind and not think about anything and just concentrate on my breathing and stuff for a few minutes. I do that when I can see myself getting frustrated about something like a work or something of that nature.
That's great. How about you, Gladys? Do you do anything like that?
Going after I've woken up, and I try to plan my day. I think most often in the mornings. Sometimes I do different methods. It's probably different every day. So it's not an exact habit. Mostly in the mornings. I like different ways. Reading, walking when I walk in the mornings, and that's a good time for me. Because I live in a pretty place.
Yeah, that's great. David, what do you do for your?
It's a good place to meditate. I do it.
I do lots of things. I've talked already to this group about mind-body bridging, which is a nice connection to bring your body and mind to a calm space. I love exercise for quiet time. So you kind of get two birds with one stone, especially if you go to hike a mountain or whatever. Music helps a lot. I listen to lots of different kinds of music, disappear in that. So I love quiet time. And something I love to do, which I don't do routinely enough, is what Peggy was talking about, doing light reading before bed. And that's nice to leave your computer screen and just have the nice smell of pages in your nose. And don't you love the smell of library books?
I have my nook, but I like a good book.
Yeah, so I love to do that, and it's a good kick into bed,
Larry, tell us about your quiet time. What do you do?
Well, I actually have a lot of quiet time because Diane does elder care 3 nights a week, so she's not even here 3 nights. And then sometimes during the day, she has kind of a part-time job that she does also. So I'm here by myself. The problem with my quiet time is it usually doesn't stay quiet very long because I start to sing. I start to sing things, and that's the time when I can sing as loud as I want. It doesn't bother her. So, but I'm with you, David. I really like music, and every now and then I'll get caught. At the end of the day, I'll go out to YouTube and start looking up old songs that I haven't heard for a long time, and one leads to another because of all those little links on the side. And I'll look up and think, oh no, it's almost 11 o'clock. I got to get into bed.
Got to get my 7 hours.
That's a great distraction.
That, and then I don't do it near often enough, but writing in my journal, that gives me time for introspection and reflection and et cetera, quiet time.
Gee, that is awesome. That is very, very good.
Any new points, Claudia?
Oh, well, my own is just that I try to, I just get up and read for a little bit, and then I try to kind of get quiet. And I like music too, so I turn on the Pandora to calm meditation, where it's very quiet music, and then I just sit back and close my eyes, and I try to take thoughts out of my head and just sit there, and it's nice. It's very, very nice. But anyway, and I try to do that every day. So here's my question to everybody. What difference do you notice in your day, the days that you do meditation or the days that you miss it, or the quiet time? Is there a difference? And anybody want to share?
I think if I don't do, especially during the day, when I don't take that time to just breathe and be quiet at work, then the frustration just builds up, and it builds up and up all day long.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm not in a good place by the end of the business day.
That's a nice way to put it. Huh?
You just kind of stay mad and frantic, don't you?
Yeah, it's like you just stay frustrated, and it's like, ah! So then I take the drive home. The drive home is, turn up the radio and just block everything else out.
That's crazy.
But yeah, it's not a good place to be in.
Gladys, do you notice a difference? The days that you take time
Oh yeah, I notice a difference. I'm a little stronger person for everything.
Gee, that's great. That's great.
I don't meditate as much as I should. The quiet time, I find when I lay down in bed, I'll be conscious of my breathing, and I'll go through those breathing exercises and things, but it's always at the very end of the day. So I probably should try it earlier in the day and see how it makes the day go, because I sleep pretty good. But,
I was going to say, there's nothing wrong with at night.
Yeah, I do it last thing before it's the last thing I am doing when I lose awareness. so it helps with relaxing and going to sleep, but I haven't used it effectively yet to make the day go better. I should try that.
You would be amazingly charming, I'm sure.
Even more charming than you already
Become
are.
a millionaire, right?
Wouldn't that be interesting?
So the little blurb that we have on it says, long work hours, stress. Some of us have turned to food. When we experience stressful events or negative emotions such as anxiety, anger, emptiness, and sadness, food can bring us temporary comfort. They don't call it comfort food for nothing, do they? When we expect something to bring us pleasure and or relief from distress, that expectation actually amplifies the rewarding value of food. This is what we call a vicious cycle. We can change this cycle. And Dr. A talks about it in chapter 3 of his Habits of Health book. But you get your head going and your monkey mind going, and that's what the healthy mind is trying to calm that chatter that you hear. And it's very, very dangerous, that chatter. It's a lifelong thing to try to shut that off, because that's what probably got us into our unhealthy habits, you know, listening to things like, I want that food, and I don't care what anybody thinks, and, you know, or even the opposite, where you feel so guilty for having, you know, a Snickers bar or something like that. And somehow the healthy balance is to shut off that crazy part of our head. You guys know about the two brains, right? Where you have the animal brain, which is the one that has us run if we are getting chased by a saber-toothed tiger.
The limbic system.
Yeah.
Good. And then the other one, the prefrontal cortex.
Cortex. Prefrontal cortex. Yes.
It helps us. That's our decision-making brain. And anyway, we need to use our decision-making brain to shut off all that nasty stuff that comes from the animal brain, that somehow we're not good enough, or we can't you know, control ourselves or whatever.
Or the animal brain that tells you that you could eat 2 whole pizzas by yourself.
Yeah, that is an animal brain.
It might be the last food you see, so you got to eat it all.
That's right. Anyway, but yeah, it's very, very important to work on our minds and to understand it. Man, I'll tell you, when I understood that you could actually shut up that animal brain when it says, eat more, eat more, eat more, and you think, I'm not hungry. Thanks for your part in this, but I'm not going to eat more. I don't have to. So,
can you believe those people that go out for the eating contests, things like that? I don't understand why someone would do that to themselves, so they can. It can't be good at all. There was an article today, and I almost sent you a link just for fun. There's a woman, and I can't remember whether she's in Texas or where, but she weighs 120 pounds.
Oh boy.
And she just set the world record for eating steak.
Oh,
And
she is from Texas.
She ate three, I don't know what they call them, but they're meals, not just the steak. But she ate 3 72-ounce steaks with their accompanying meals. That's over 200 ounces. They said it was about 13 pounds of steak, plus a full baked potato on each one, and a roll, and
was there a salad too?
And a salad too.
Oh. And
she did it in 28 minutes or something like that.
How is that possible?
Well, you see that I can't even fathom that. But then you start thinking, the last time you had a Thanksgiving dinner where you overindulged and didn't feel good afterwards, and you figure you only ate about maybe 1/10 of what she ate.
Wow.
I don't understand why anybody would do that, or eat, 100 hot dogs or something like that. I just.
Does she go throw up afterward, or do you have to keep it down? Yeah.
They have to keep it down. Those kind of people have when they have those contests like that, you have to keep it down for a certain amount of time before you can go throw up. So, she eventually has to throw up because
your body, 120 pounds, and she ate.
Yeah, and she ate over 200 ounces, almost 13 pounds of meat with all the other stuff. And anyway, that right there is.
That's not a healthy mind, Larry.
No, not at all. And the thing is that we worry about that extra Snicker bar, the Snickers bar or something like that. And you think the mindset, being mindful, the mindfulness of the things that you're doing to your body when you eat just a small amount of things that aren't really good for you, sugar, refined sugars and things like that. It's not, in my mind, it's not significantly different than people who are addicted to smoking or drugs or alcohol or any of those other things. They have developed a habit of a bad habit.
Wow.
And this idea that you can do that to your body over and over, and that there is some reward some monetary reward that makes that worth it.
Oh, I can't imagine. Wow.
Crazy.
So we today I sent out a little a newsletter thing about when you are trying to get healthy, what is your motivation? You know, is your motivation to fit into your clothes, look good, your doctor says you're too fat or whatever, or is your motivation to create health? And the idea is that, you know, by creating something, it's so much more healthy in your mind than trying to get rid of something and take care of trying to push away a problem. Anyway, pretty thought-provoking to think about that and think, wow, so often we think, oh, I've got to lose this much weight for, I've got a wedding or something coming up. But what we're after is lifelong health. And that's why the health games are so great, is because even if it takes us a long, long, long time to lose our weight, who cares if we're living the principles that help us have optimal health in the end.
True.
Anyway.
True.
So that's it.
Excellent.
Do you have anything you want to say to these people?
I don't. I agree with and appreciate what everyone said.
I know, it's fun. You guys are great to contribute. Gladys, you're awesome to be on. Your breakup just a smidgen, but we can see you. So this is fun.
Yeah, I keep getting a notice that says my connection is unstable.
Your voice is
feeling.
unstable.
Did you hear that?
What'd you say, Larry?
I just said, I know that feeling. My connection is frequently unstable. There's nothing to do with my computer.
We know that, Larry.
Let's see. We're talking about the healthy mind and our instability. It goes.
Makes sense.
Uh-huh.
Well, you guys are great. And anybody have any questions? Or the May games are getting ready here, so we'll get those going again.
And next Tuesday we'll have a call, right? It's the last day of the April games.
Right.
Okay, that was a question I posted on the wall. Is this going to be the last call, or?
We'll do one more. Yeah.
So.
Hey, Larry, I never put your your $25 in. Do you want it on your cash on account of your food, or do you want it on PayPal?
If you can put it toward the food, that would be great. That'd be fine.
I can do that. I will.
All right, thanks. I've got an order that's gonna have to go in another four days or something like that.
And fix it. Okay, I will do that.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Yeah, you guys, this is great fun. I hope you're seeing some good progress, because all three of you are new on the full program, as we call it, where you're using the food and everything. So. Anybody want to confess how many pounds you're down so far?
I am down over 7 pounds.
Wow. Since the
Way
first
to go.
Since the beginning. And I had not weighed myself this week. I was supposed to weigh myself this morning and I forgot. Right. And so.
I was down about 8 pounds, but the scale told me that wasn't to last. I'm going to have to use this last week to be a little more careful, I think.
Scales are so stupid sometimes.
Fickle little things, I tell you.
They give and they take. However that goes, they take it away. Your joy sometimes.
How are you doing, Gladys? Are you seeing some pounds go?
Yeah. I don't really want to say right now.
You don't have to on national TV. Oh, you don't have to, of course.
I did have a wellness exam. I had a physical yesterday, and it had been almost 2 years since I had my last physical.
Uh-huh.
And the previous one, I was told my cholesterol, the bad cholesterol was high in the danger zone and that I needed to lose weight and
Whoa.
needed to focus more on my blood pressure and working on that stuff. And this time it wasn't even mentioned, except, I mean, it was very good. The reading for the cholesterol was very good, which I was surprised.
Congratulations.
That is cool.
Yeah, that was a really nice thing. But I also was a little bit concerned because I was slightly anemic, and I wondered if that ever happens to people that are starting that program with the Take Shape for Life meal replacement things.
Huh.
If you ever, I was slightly anemic, so anyway, I took iron today. I took supplement of iron, and I thought maybe I'm not quite getting something that I should be.
Yeah, you know what?
I don't know. What about the iron?
Do you know what, Gladys? I'm going to send you the number to call the nutrition people and tell them that. Ask them, you know, if that's something. I haven't heard of it before, but they know everything, and you can ask them about that.
Well, it could be something else as well. You never know.
Well, you have tricky health, and so, you know, you might have some other questions you want to ask them. But anyway, well, good going. And you know what? I think having lower cholesterol, I mean, I don't know, you guys. I think that's better than a scale.
That's a definite plus.
It
That's
is.
One of those non-scale wins.
That's right. And the scale doesn't tell the whole story. That is for sure. So, well, upward and onward, you guys. This is great.
Excellent.
Hey, thanks for getting on, and may the games continue.
Looking forward to it.
All right.
Good night.